Hello, welcome to the class guide for the Combo Queen, aka the Asari Sentinel. This is a class that I wanted to spec differently. I tried and tried and tried over and over and over, trying different ways to make Backlash worth investing points in, and it's not the case. So I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of people out there that think Backlash is super cool. It is a cool ability, but you don't need a heavy investment in it. Like honestly, investing points there are wasted points. So I'm going to show you how to make a detonation specialist. I know that people are not too keen on combos right now, but I'm going to say that with this class specifically, they're worth it. You can make a really good combo spec out of this, and if BioWare decides to buff combos like everybody is screaming at them to do, this is going to become a top tier class. I'm calling it now, you heard it here first. So, as I've been doing lately, let's start at the bottom. Tech Armor is a passive that a lot of people seem to hate on. I'm not really sure why. I actually think it's really cool. So you get a whole bunch of damage, just passive damage resistance. We're not going to need the weight capacity or the melee damage, so take the damage resistance. Same with rank 5, take the damage resistance because we don't need this weapon crap. And then in rank 6, this is going to be our shield regen. Like every class needs to have a way to regen shields. This is ours. The reactive armor is a melee buff and power restoration, and that is not relevant for our needs. And then in offensive biotics, rank 4, we're going to take recharge speed because we don't need the damage in the force. The recharge speed is much better. Rank 5, weapon and melee damage, not needed because we're a combo queen, so take the combo damage in the combo radius. And we are leaving rank 6 alone because this is a hybrid class, so it's part adept and part sentinel. Now, as such, the passives are one from sentinel, one from adept, and when it comes to this adept passive tree, this biotic expert ability only will work off of throw, and maybe backlash, but that's totally irrelevant. So throw is the only thing you'd be really setting up with this, and it's only for 3 seconds. That starts immediately when you use the ability, so as your arm is going through the animation of casting throw, you're actually losing time on this buff. So it's over before you blink, and the damage our abilities are doing is irrelevant. This does not affect combo damage. The only thing that affects combo damage is stuff that says it affects combo damage. So this would only affect, for this class, the damage that throw itself does, which is totally irrelevant. And then likewise with this, 15% weapon damage is not enough for us to care, and the melee bonus is irrelevant for our needs. So leave rank 6 open, do not put points there. When it comes to energy drain, this ability is underwhelming if you're expecting too much from it. So I tried on various classes making this a damage dealing ability. It sucks at that. On other classes, you can use this as a debuff spreading ability. But for us, on the Sentinel, we're going to be using it as a primer and a detonator. So as such, in rank 4, we're going to want the recharge speed. Because, yeah, damage, don't need the recharge speed. Rank 5, make it so it can prime and detonate. This will help activate more combos for you because you are the combo queen, and doing damage to more targets, giving it an AoE, not going to matter because our combos are AoE already. So as long as you have that one primed and then you can detonate it, you already got the AoE. There you go. Rank 6, we're taking the damage just because you have 2 options with energy drain. You can either use it as a primer for detonations, or you can use it as a good chunk of shield damage as long as you take this. So especially versus the remnant, this is a very helpful tier. And sorry team, we're not going to be restoring your shields. Ask for someone or roll a Angar Insurgent or Slayerian Operator or something if you want that. So for throw, one of my favorite abilities in the game, if you haven't heard me say that already. Rank 4, we're going to take damage and force. It does say all damage, which I'm not sure if that affects combos or not, but regardless, we don't need the radius. Just take the damage in force. Knocking enemies off ledges is awesome, and this is going to help with that. Rank 5, duration, pointless. Recharge speed, awesome. Take the recharge speed. Rank 6, double throw. I've actually never never really wanted to take this, to be honest. Like, if I'm using throw, I want the recharge speed because this is a ability that has a lot of utility. So honestly, double throw, like, if you wanted an ability that did this, just pick an incinerate character. Swift detonation is pretty cool. So since we didn't take rank 6 in offensive biotics, we are going to have some points left over to put in recharge speed and durability for your backlash, just to help out a little bit. So what you do with these abilities then is look for primed enemies, cast either one of your throw or energy drain at it. For our weapon, we're going to use the equalizer because it doesn't have to reload, it does good damage, and it has a high rate of fire. As such, if you overheat your equalizer, that's a good time to pop a backlash. Also, if you are under attack and just need to move to cover, put up a backlash. We're not gonna like leave it up and try and tank a ton of damage with it, because then you're just sitting there holding up backlash and you're basically useless to your team. So use it as like a clutch sort of thing. And on top of that, you see the 16-second recharge speed? That's only if you do hold it up and absorb a bunch of damage. It seems like recharge speed is scaled based on either time and or damage absorbed. So if you just quick pop it and then let it go, it recharges way faster than 16 seconds, and you can use it much more often. So basically, like, if you see a big attack like an Ascendant Orb or a Nullifier Beam, put up your backlash, deflect it, and then just drop your backlash right away. Or if you're under attack, put up backlash, step behind cover, and put it down. Keeping it up for as little time as possible is the best way to go. Like I said, I'm using the equalizer. This is the perfect weapon for this class, as it is with many other caster classes, so get an equalizer if you can. If you don't have access to one, I don't know, other pistols are good. You want to keep your recharge speed low, so just make sure you don't go above 100. Maybe a Charger or Hurricane. I don't know why you'd have a Hurricane but not an equalizer, but whatever. For equipment, I use Adaptive War Amp, but I couldn't really notice anything, so I'm just using the Juggernaut shield so that when I do have like an enemy with a sliver of health, I have the option of just meleeing it or something. Plus 10% shields, so whatever. As far as boosters go, you're gonna want an ammo, definitely. I would strongly suggest either Cryo or Incendiary. Disruptor ammo is not really the best pick for this class because you're going to be setting off combos left and right. And your energy drain is already going to give you a tech combo option. So cryo explosions and incendiary explosions actually deal damage, as well as incendiary leaving a dot, and cryo ammo chilling or freezing the enemies. So you're going to get way more use out of cryo and incendiary than you will from disruptor. Since you do want to deal damage and not just stun stuff all day long, those are by far the better choices. And then as far as your second slot goes, I like to run power efficiency myself. If you don't have any, I mean, you can really go with a lot of different things. Universal power amp is fine. Pistol rail amp is fine. Use a defensive one if you want. I don't know. You're good on that. As long as you have the ammo, that's all that really matters. So this is a super fun class. Like I said at the start, I tried over and over to make Backlash work. It's just not worth the points. Maybe if they like make those last abilities better or something. Or I mean, like, there is one good thing, like damage aftermath at the end. I could definitely see uses for that, but it's not good enough. It needs to be better. 3 seconds for those piddly amounts is not enough. And similarly, shield resurgence, like, you're already so tanky because you have tech armor that, and energy drain, like, it's just not needed at all. So despite common sense, or despite like popular opinion, do not put points in Backlash except those couple. So Super fun class, super fun. It really scratched my combo itch that's been lacking ever since I started playing this game. Mass Effect 3 definitely had a lot more of it, so yeah, I think that's about it. Gameplay will be linked in the description, so check it out if you want to see it in action. And I was pleasantly surprised, so give this class a shot. You might like it too. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one.